What's up, YouTube land? Just hanging out. I was gonna do the movie update thing. I guess in this video I was gonna kind of instead of just me showing my movies and it'll be silent with music playing, I was gonna kind of give me a chance to kind of talk about each movie that I've got. I'm listening to some Opeth in the background, their last album. I don't know if this is the Swedish version or the English version. I got both, but I hope it's the English version. But it don't matter. I heard the Swedish version is better, so I guess we'll see. They're a different kind of band. I got my Ghost shirt on, but some of these movies that I got is stuff I've been wanting for a while, and it's gonna be cool to kind of talk about it. So I'm kind of excited. But anyway, I guess I'm just gonna sit here for however long and just kind of bullshit about things I bought in the last couple months. I'm sure that's what everybody wants to hear. But anyway, this first thing I got, I've been itching so much to like kind of talk about it, and I wanted the box set they come out with like a couple of I don't know, a couple years ago, but it was like maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And I'm talking about the Friday 13th box set, and Scream Factory came out with one, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to get it, but I ended up being able to get it, so I'm like just pumped. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. I'm so pumped about this. It's got all the movies owned by New Line, all the movies owned by Paramount, the remake, Jason Goes to Space, Jason X. It's got Jason Goes to Hell. I don't know if you can hear my kittens in the background. They're in the room. I didn't want to let them out because my other kitty doesn't like them. So you might hear them meow, and they want to come out so bad. I feel bad. The poor babies. They're so cute. But anyway, I'm so glad I got this. And Scream Factory, they do such a good job with all this stuff. I'm kind of mad though because they had this thing here, and I took it off, and they had glue, and it kind of took a little bit off of that. But look at that picture. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. Yeah, it's got all the movies. I would like to do its own video and just talk about the whole thing at another time, but I was just going to talk about my other movies. But I'm so ecstatic to get this. This is like Christmas came early for me, and I think the other box is just kind of obsolete now. I mean, it was going for crazy amounts on YouTube, so it was kind of ridiculous. Anyway, this next movie, I'm actually waiting for this sequel forever. I love the first two movies. The first one came out in the 80s when I was a kid, and the second one came out in the 90s, not too long. But the third one, I don't think I've ever see a third one to this movie, and I'm talking about Bill and Ted Face the Music. I really enjoyed this movie. It's not a great movie. It's not a artistic cinema at its finest, but it's definitely a great movie. For movies that this year a lot of movies didn't come out this year, it's cool to have this. It's kind of weird, like so much weird shit has happened this year. It almost seems like the end of the world. Like out of all the movies that came out, the Bill and Ted sequel came out, which is kind of weird, but I did enjoy it. It is kind of stupid as shit. I thought the song that they came up with, the Save the World, was kind of bad, but I mean, whatever. I don't really like they got the rapper in here. Let's see, I just don't really give a shit about rap, but I like some of it, but I don't really get this new rap, but still I enjoyed this movie. I tried to watch it with my wife, and I went in the theater and saw it with my dad, and I bought it the other day, and I tried to watch it with my wife, and my wife's like, this is stupid as shit. I mean, it's Bill and Ted. What do you expect? This next thing is another Scream. I got a couple of Scream Factory things that I've been wanting, and the one thing that was out of print, and then it came back in print in September. It came back in print in September, so I'm really excited that I got it. And this I've been wanting for a while, and I can't get out of here, but this is really cool. This is the Fly box set. Isn't that cool? It's got all 5 Fly movies. It's got the ones from the 50s and 60s with Vincent Price, and then it's got the one with Jeff Goldblum, but other ones got Eric Stoltz in it. But this is really, really cool. Check out the paintings and the pictures. Isn't that cool? Scream Factory always does such a cool job with and I tell you what, the Blu-rays look great. I have not seen the old ones yet. I want to. I think this is the first one. This is supposed to be a classic. I don't know if Vincent Price. Yeah, Vincent Price is in this one. Cool. And the Return of the Fly. I need to check. And looks like he's back in this one. And let's see. Curse of the Fly. I bet these are great. And then you got this is the one I saw originally when I was a kid. And talk about. I mean, I love David Cronenberg's movies. You know, Scanners, Videodrome. I haven't seen Shivers. A History of Violence. I just love, you know, his movies always have a somber, kind of depressing ending. But very cool movie. The gore and special effects are awesome. And I saw the second one like when I was like a kid. My dad took me to the Dollar movie theater. I haven't seen it since till recently. But I enjoyed it. It's definitely not as good as the Jeff Goldblum one, but I really enjoyed it. Really cool. Put these back in here. But my kitty cats are going nuts. So every time I make a video, they just like go like totally ape shit. I don't know why. But maybe it's the Opeth music, the satanic music in the background. But anyway, I've been wanting this for a while, and this went out of print, and I had the second one. I didn't get a chance to go to get the third one. It went out of print. Maybe it'll get back in print soon. But I'm talking about the Vincent Price collection. I have not seen some of these movies, but I love Vincent Price. I've not seen The Pit and the Pendulum, which is, you know, I think a lot of these movies are kind of based off of Edgar Allan Poe poems, like Pit and the Pendulum, The Mask of the Red Death. I think I saw pieces of that, and that was really good. The Haunted Palace. I don't know if that's based on a thing or its own thing. The Fall of the House of Usher, which is Edgar Allan Poe. The Abominable Mr. Dr. Phipps. I heard that's kind of like almost like a he kind of. I had not seen that, but I heard that's really cool. A lot of people compare it to Saw, like it was kind of Saw before Saw. And on the second one I got of this, I think on that box set there's a sequel, and then the Witchfinder General, and I've not seen that either, aka the Carkering Worm. So yeah, so cool. Here's another Scream Factory movie. I've been wanting this for a while. I always loved this movie. I heard Rob Zombie was gonna do a remake to this, and I've not seen the 50s version with Steve McQueen, but I love this version. And Chuck Russell directed it. Chuck Russell directed one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and he did The Mask, but I'm talking about The Blob. I didn't know Frank Darabont wrote this movie. I love Frank Darabont. You know, he ended up doing some Walking Dead stuff. He did a lot of Stephen King adaptations, like The Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, I think. He did The Mist, which was really cool. But this is really cheesy 80s. I love the special effects. Now if they did The Blob, it would be CGI and it would kind of suck. But it's full practical effects. The Blob looks great. A lot of good gore. I think this is really an underrated classic. Look at that cover. Scream Factory always does such a cool job with stuff. I love these old movies. This has been long out of print. And when it came out, I just grabbed it, and I love it. So my last video, I got this around the time, and it didn't come in time for my video. So I'm glad my kitty cat's running around like a nut. And this is crazy. I've always wanted all these movies. I haven't seen the first and second one. I haven't seen the third one at all until I got this. And I haven't seen the first and second one in forever. And I think it's got all 5 in here. And I was at Walmart. It was in the wrong place. And the woman gave it to me for cheaper than it's supposed to be. And I feel like I got a steal. I'm talking about the 5 movie collection of Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. But yeah, it's got all 5 movies in it. And I just had like a movie marathon of Jurassic Park movies. And I love these movies. Of course, Steven Spielberg directed the first 2. And I feel like the second one is kind of a rehash of the first one, and I don't think it's one of Spielberg's best movies, but it's kind of funny. It's got an earlier role by Vince Vaughn, but Jeff Goldblum was back in that one, and of course I had not seen the third one at all, and I watched it and it had Sam Neill back, and I loved it. I thought it was way better, and I think it was directed by Joe Johnston, and he's done like The Rocketeer, and I think he did the first Captain America movie, and which I thought was awesome, but very cool. I think the new one's supposed to have like everybody in it, like Chris Pratt's character, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum. So that's gonna be awesome whenever that comes out. I forget what it was called, Jurassic World Dominion, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I got this at Wally World. This is really, really cool. Another Scream Factory thing, and I love this movie. I think it's just, I did not know, you know, when you're a kid, you rent movies, you think, oh, this movie was probably massive because you like it. And you read about it later and you find out these movies are bombs, and I can't believe that. I'm talking about John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China. I just love some Kurt Russell, and this is probably like an action supernatural comedy, but it's definitely got some horror elements in it, and I just think it's such an underrated movie. I used to go to the video store and rent this movie like all the time, and I loved it. And so cool. Christian Factory does such a good job with everything. I mean, isn't that cool? I mean, they just, and it's got the interchangeable cover. You can have the cover from the original, but I think this is like really cool. I keep hearing they're gonna make a remake or a sequel with The Rock, but that would be cool. But you need to have Kurt Russell back in it because Kurt Russell's the man. Anyway, I saw this. This is the last movie I saw in the movie theater till COVID hit, and I did see Tenet in September, but when everything closed down before I saw this movie, I was really I was taken back how good it was, and it's The Invisible Man. I thought this was really good. I didn't know it was written by the same guy that written and directed by the same guy that did the first 3 Saw movies, and that's really cool. I heard he's gonna do I read a rumor that he's gonna do a remake of The Wolfman with Ryan Gosling. So that'd be cool. If you haven't seen this, check it out. I got it really cheap at Walmart. So this movie I got the same night, and another movie I rented. I was gonna go to the movie theater. It was between this movie and Spider-Man Far From Home. And Spider-Man was okay, but I kind of wish I would saw this. But I bought it really cheap, and I really enjoyed this movie. Produced by Sam Raimi, which Sam Raimi is Evil Dead, and directed by Alex Aja, which did the remake of the Hills Have Eyes, and I think he did the Piranha movies. I talk about Crawl. Really cool alligator movie. Really, it's got Barry Pepper, and this is a cool movie. Definitely better than what I thought it would be. I really enjoyed this. Very cool. My dad was living with me for a while. He just needed a place to stay, and I had this movie, and it kind of was skipping on me. So Dad just kind of bought me the Blu-ray one, and I think it's an upgrade. I think it's the director's cut. I'm talking about Heat. Such a cool action movie. If you haven't seen this, got Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, what's his name? Well, anyway, a lot of people. Very cool movie, like a heist movie, but very well made. Directed by Michael Mann. If you're not familiar with Michael Mann, he did the original Miami Vice, and he did Collateral with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. Very good director, and very cool movie. I heard Christopher Nolan say this inspired The Dark Knight, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. This is like my cheap dollar store buy, and I've been wanting this movie for a while. This is a stupid ass movie. I love it. I love John Dante's. I love him as a director, and it's just such a fun movie. It's another movie produced by Steven Spielberg, and that's Inner Space. I don't know if you've seen this movie before. I mean, this is probably $3 at the dollar store, but been wanting it for a while. Very cool movie. If you don't know the premise, it's almost like the Fantastic Voyage is when they shrink a ship and it goes in somebody's body. Anyway, Dennis Quaid is like a pilot in an experimental ship that can shrink. Somehow it gets put into a grocery store clerk that's Martin Short that plays, and he's trying to kind of get him out, and there's people after him that want that technology. So very cool movie, kind of like a action comedy, science fiction, but I really enjoy it. Very cool movie. This next movie I got at the dollar store too, and I have not seen yet, and I want to. It kind of reminds me of like a Quentin Tarantino movie, and it's got a lot of people in it: Tony Todd, James Duvall, Mark Hamill, and it's called Sushi Girl. And I have not watched this movie yet, and I'm kind of curious. It was like $1, and I got a couple movies I got at the dollar store for $1, and I can't wait to watch this. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be interesting. So if you seen this movie, comment and say, hey man, it's good, it sucks. And I just watched the 2 Candyman movies last night, Candyman 1 and Candyman Farewell to Fled. I forgot how good the first one was. The second one was okay. I remember it being a little bit better. I don't think that one holds up, but the second one, the first one is still like awesome. And I know they're going to come out with like a remake. Jordan Peele was doing it, and I guess it got pushed back, and I really wanted to see it. They were going to do a remake or a sequel or something. I think it still had Tony Todd in it playing Candyman. So it'd be interesting to see what happened. And I saw Chris Rock had the rights to the Saw, and he had another Saw movie coming out called Spiral. and I don't know if it was a sequel. It was kind of under wraps, so it'd be kind of interesting to see what happens with that. Anyway, this is another. I think I got this at Walmart's in the $5 bin. I get a lot of my movies there, and the two Gremlin movies. I haven't seen these in a while, and my wife has not seen the first one, and it was kind of fun to watch the first one. I put in the second one night, and it was so bad I had to take it out. It was like the second one is like this fucking horrible, and but I love the first one. It's almost got a little bit of horror elements in it, and I loved it though. I forgot how good it was, and great movie. I don't know. I love Joe Dante, but he went off the rails in the second one. And this is another one I saw in the movie theater, not seen it since. Kind of a space movie. Kind of reminds me of Aliens, and kind of a space jellyfish monster in space. But it's got Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds. I'm talking about Life. And I thought this movie was pretty cool. I kind of forgot about it. I saw the Big Lots for like $3, $5, and I was like, I'm gonna check that out. Really cool. I can't wait to watch it again. So I kind of forgot I had it, so I'm gonna throw it in. This movie is probably one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. I have a crazy sense of humor. I'm kind of being tame right now, but this movie is like hilarious. The first time I mean this like laugh out loud, funny as shit. I don't know. You got all the classics like Animal House and Blues Brothers, but this movie, I'm like looking at it, I'm laughing. I'm talking about Step Brothers. This movie's like awesome. I finally found it on Blu-ray, so I'm happy about that. I think it's got it's got two versions, the unrated cut and the theatrical cut. And maybe my wife watched this and we laughed our ass off. I love this movie. So this I kind of upgraded. I've had this movie. I love this movie. This is in my zombie kind of video, and I love the sequel. I love this movie. I hope they come out with a third one. And talking about Zombieland. So such a cool movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a lot of fun. I love to watch this one and the second one back to back one night. I'm about to do that. Very, 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 very cool. This one, another one I just upgraded. I was coming back from North Carolina, and I kind of stopped at a Walmart because my father-in-law likes to look at Hot Wheels. He collects Hot Wheels, and I kind of like to look at movies. And so like every Walmart's, except the one by my house, has like awesome movies in the $5 bin. And I finally got this one for like, I think it was like maybe $7.99. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, and this is Shawshank Redemption. I think Frank Darabont actually directed this. So, but I love this movie. Such a good movie. Such an awesome, awesome movie. Very, very cool. And a lot of people don't know this. I tell people this all the time. It's from a Stephen King short story, and they're like, really? That and The Green Mile? And I tell them, yeah, Stand By Me is Stephen King short story. They're like, really? And I was like, yeah. This one, these two movies, I got this because one of these, My History of Violence DVD was skipping. So, but it was like a 2-disc set, and I upgraded both of them. And I actually have both of these movies. I just kind of upgraded to Blu-ray. And both of these movies are excellent. And this is a cool, another Walmart buy. And I'm talking about American History X and History of Violence. I love the History of Violence. I can watch that movie over and over again. And American History X is awesome too. Very, very cool. Very, very good movies. So, this is probably like the best movie ever made. I think this movie won like 50 Academy Awards. It just swept the Oscars. And I mean, a guy pulls the guy's fucking throat out. I mean, very, very cool. I wish I was more like this guy. This is probably the coolest action hero ever. And it's so sad Patrick Swayze's not with us anymore. I'm talking about Roadhouse. But I love this movie. I mean, you can take it for what it is. I mean, it's a little cheesy, but it's still a badass movie. I mean, fucking, you can't fuck with Dalton, man. I mean, such a badass. It's another Shout Factory release. They do really good. This is another one I upgraded to Blu-ray. And another Walmart's buy, and it was so cheap. And I couldn't resist. I love this movie. I think Patrick Swayze and Dalton are the man. Once they would have made a sequel, I don't know where they would. I mean, they cleaned up the town, so I guess that wouldn't make sense. But I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, you need to see it. Best movie ever made. These I haven't seen some of these since the movie theater, and I'm a big horror fan. That's basically what I get most of the time is horror. Another Big Lots buy, and it had the first 3 Paranormal Activity movies. I've not seen these in a while, and I'm about to watch them. I thought these were pretty scary the first time I saw them. It's in the height of the found footage era, so I mean, I mean, the shaky cam, I guess that all started with the Blair Witch Project, but I thought those were pretty good. I think they're Blumhouse. Kind of put Blumhouse on the map, didn't it? I think they're Blumhouse. And of course, Blumhouse did the new a Halloween movie that was excellent, and I thought it was excellent. I heard they have the rights to, or they're trying to get the rights to Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. That would be amazing. This is like kind of a kung fu action movie. It's kind of word of mouth, and I rented both of them in the Redbox. And excellent movies. I need to watch them again. I've not seen them since I rented it. I'm talking about the Raid collection. I got the Raid 1 and the Raid 2. I got this at Best Buy by my work. These are badass kung fu movies. Some of the kung fu in these movies are like excellent. And I think J.J. Abrams liked these guys so much, he put them in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Such a badass action movie. If you have not seen these and you like action movies, I grew up in the 80s, so I love action movies. Check these out. You will not be disappointed. Some of the martial arts in it is like as ridiculous. It's outstanding. Anyway, I'm talking about 80s action star. I was kind of disappointed in this. I kind of saw, it's kind of weird, last year this came out along with Terminator, so it was kind of like 80s franchises coming back, and I really wanted to like this movie. And I watched this movie twice since I saw the movie theater, and it's really grown on me. I kind of like it more and more. I mean, I love Stallone. You can't beat fucking Rambo. This is Rambo Last Blood. This is kind of growing on me more and more. I heard he's going to make another one, but it took a long time. It took about 8 years to get this one from the last one. I really loved the last one when he was in Burma. But this one was good too. It's just kind of, it's kind of lackluster. I wouldn't say it was slow. I needed to build a story, but I still enjoyed it a lot. But it's definitely growing on me. This movie, this is one of my Dollar Tree buys. It was like $1, and I love Japanese horror, J horror, or whatever. And I've seen the American version, but I'm not seeing this version, and I need to watch it because I love Japanese. I want to get more Japanese horror movies. I heard they're where it's at, and I'm talking about Pulse. And I'm pretty sure they remade this in America with, is it Kristen Bell they remade it with? I think I saw that one. That one's not very good, but I bet this one's a lot better. And I heard a lot of good things about this. And Magnolia make a lot of cool, they bring a lot of cool international movies. I think they brought like The Host. I don't know if you've seen that horror movie, that monster movie. I don't know if it's from China or Japan, but very, very cool. I need to watch that. I heard it's really good. It's only like $1. This is another $1. I got this the same day, and I actually saw this on Netflix. I really enjoyed this, and it was kind of like, I think they explained this movie really well in the back. Napoleon Dynamite meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and kind of funny as shit, but I liked it. You can tell it didn't really have much of a budget, but I still enjoyed it. The Murder Party, very, very cool. I really enjoyed this. It's kind of hilarious. Kind of cheesy, but it was gory. I dug it. I like independent horror movies like that. Very cool. This is another one of my favorite movies. I upgraded on Blu-ray. I probably haven't got on Blu-ray before now, and I couldn't resist. It was like $5. I'm talking about Fargo. You can't beat Joel Coen and Ethan Coen at their sense of humor, and they're such good filmmakers. And I've seen the first season of the show, and the show's excellent. And I have not seen the new season with like Chris Rock and stuff. But I love this movie. Such a cool, different movie. So funny. We used to do like, what's his name? We used to do an impression of him. We made Macy's character, Martin Lindegrass or something like that. Oh yeah, you betcha. Oh yeah. I mean, we used to laugh our ass off. I don't know. That's probably a horrible impression. Here's another Paranormal Activity movie that I got. I have not seen this one. I think it was the last one to come out. I heard they're making another one, Blumhouse. This is Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension 3D. Whoa, bro. Pretty crazy, man. And I've not seen this one, but pretty cool. I've seen the Mark ones, and that one was I thought that one was pretty scary. I think all these are pretty terrifying, actually. And no gore and no craziness, but it just kind of freaks you out. I got some more Kurt Russell action of the Scream Factory movie. I love this movie. I wasn't as crazy about the LA one, and I wanted to get the Scream Factory version though, but just to have it because I love Kurt Russell. But I'm glad he's kind of coming back in movies. I know he was in like Death Proof, and he was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's really cool, and I'm talking about Escape from New York, Snake Plissken. So, but such a cool movie, underrated movie. Jeff, John Carpenter just does this goes all over the board. He goes horror, sci-fi, to action, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess I would say this is an action movie, kind of like a dystopia world. Pretty wild. Great movie. It's got Lee Van Cleet. Sorry, I butchered his name. The legend Lee Van Cleef from The Good, the Bad, and Ugly, which is cool to see him. I don't know if he passed away too long after that movie, but such a cool actor. I mean, his presence is badass. We gotta love The Good, the Bad, and Ugly. But this next movie, I think this movie's hilarious. I love John C. Reilly's character, and there's a lot of good actors in here. Burt Reynolds is in here, William H. Macy, of course, Mark Wahlberg, and I forgot another one. Philip Seymour Hoffman. I'm talking about Boogie Nights. But such a funny ass movie. I think it's loosely based on John Holmes, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know much about John Holmes, but it's a good movie. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson, he always does good movies, kind of different. This movie was like, I saw the billboard and it looked like a good movie, and it was a good movie. It's not what I thought. Kind of an action thriller movie, and I'm talking about Sleepless with Jamie Foxx. Cool movie. It kind of kept me guessing. I mean, it was like really cheap. I think it was like $3, and I kind of want to see it. This next one's an action classic. Talk about cheesy movie, but it's definitely got nostalgia, and I'm talking about Face Off. I saw this at Big Lots 2, and I had to get it. And, such a cool movie. I loved it. You know what? I think I got one other movie. I think I forgot it. Maybe I left it over there. Yeah, I think I did. I think it was another Big Lots buy. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I bet you saw my Deadpool pajamas. I'm always wearing them. I bought the first Star Trek, the remake. I thought this was really good. I got some kind of special edition or whatever. I thought this was really good when I first saw it. I'm sad they were gonna make a fourth one where Chris Hemsworth's character came back, which is Captain Kirk's, Chris Pine's dad, and they were gonna have a team up movie. That would have been really cool, but I don't think they're gonna make it at all. And then I heard Quentin Tarantino was attached to it, and that just kind of fell through too. I don't know if you're mechanic. What is it, baby? What are you doing? But that's kind of sad. I think it would have been really. I don't know what they're gonna do. Probably reboot it again or whatever. But anyway, yeah. I know I put up a Mudvayne video where I was doing Dig, and I just didn't like it, and I took it down. That's why it's not there anymore, and because it sucked. It wasn't very good. So I was gonna try to redo that. I've been trying to learn a couple of their songs from that album, but it just didn't sound good. So I took it down and save embarrassment from everybody. I don't know what it is when you tune really low on my guitar. It just sounds muddy, and I'm not a good guitar player, so that actually helps. So, but cool. That's my movie update. Hope you liked it. It kind of gave me a little bit of a chubby. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna do some more of these. Anyway, cheers.